U.S. President Barack Obama has arrived in Shanghai to begin his 4-day visit to China. Rebuilding the world economy, tackling global warming, and combating terrorism are high on his agenda. Obama is then scheduled to spend 2 days in the capital, Beijing, where he will meet Chinese President Hu Jintao and other senior officials. Wang Bangmang reports.
Obama's Asian trip aims to fulfill his commitment to work with the rest of the world, and China, as the largest developing country and one of the only nations that has not been devastated by the global financial crisis, is more and more the one country the U.S. looks to for cooperation.
Clearly, the U.S.-China relationship is and will continue to shape the 21st century. There is great strategic significance to our bilateral relationship. And over the years, we'll find more and more that together the countries can have a great deal of impact on global peace, stability, and prosperity. But we must work together. We must find common ground, as we have done on some key issues.
Contacts between leaders of the two countries have far exceeded their predecessors. This trip will be the third formal meeting between Presidents Hu Jintao and Barack Obama this year. They have also spoken on the phone 5 times so far.
They decided to build a cooperative, active, and comprehensive relationship between China and the United States. I think it's a very good direction for the two countries to work to.
But the development of bilateral ties has not been entirely smooth. The escalating trade disputes have taken their toll on both Chinese and American companies. Military exchanges have been on again, off again as a result of U.S. arms sales to Taiwan, which China considers one of its core interests. Climate change is another critical issue in bilateral cooperation. With the Copenhagen meeting fast approaching, the possibility that it may not produce a binding treaty is growing.
Probably will be reach a kind of a more vague consensus among the participants. To have a kind of a framework agreement, and then within that framework, the international community will further negotiate a kind of a detailed agreement before 2012.
In Shanghai, Obama is expected to have face-to-face dialogue with Chinese youth. In Beijing, he will have extensive and in-depth talks with President Hu Jintao and Premier Wen Jiabao. He will also tour the Great Wall and the Forbidden Palace. Analysts say Obama's trip is a significant one that comes at a crucial time. The two countries have had much success in their cooperation on various issues, but their differences are also obvious. The question is, to what extent are they willing to agree on terms that will push forward the pace of cooperation? A single trip cannot solve all problems and reach all agreements, but it's hoped Obama's visit will help strengthen ties by clarifying strategies and common goals. Wang Bangmang, CCTV.